Scabby! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So my smoky eye tutorial is going to be down below for you guys. I had already done a video on that, so I would just be linking that down below. So for my face, I wanted a very pale dead look, of course, because it's Halloween. So I'm using a Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the lightest color possible, and I am dragging that down my neck and all over my face. So as you can see, I look extra pale and it ain't cute. So I'm just putting that on with a flat top brush, and then to set it all, I am using a white powder that I had from a old contour palette that I got off eBay, so that's what I'm using to just set my face. And as you can see, I am extremely white. Like, I'm not even pale, I am just white. So that is what we are doing here. Now, you don't want this bruised effect to look too perfect, but you want to take your time doing it, if that makes any sense. I'm using the color Sienna from the ABH Lavish palette, and I'm also using a combination of red, black, brown, and purple eyeshadows that I had in my Costal Scents palette, and I'm just putting that all over the hollows of my eyes to give myself a very tired and dead look, because that is what we're going for today. We want to look as dead as possible. So I'm just going in and blending that all out under my eye, and as you can see, it's not perfect. You don't want it to be perfect, but you definitely want it to have dimension. So that is what we're aiming for. And now with a clean brush, I'm kind of just brushing any harsh edges, of course, blending that out. And I'm using a tapered brush from Sigma. And again, we are just blending, blending, blending. And then I'm going in with my finger to just smudge it out a little bit more. Of course, you guys know that I cannot live without a contour, so I'm just giving myself a little bit of a dead contour, I guess you can say. I mean, I don't know. I just want it to really combine glamour and grunge. So for our wound, I'm using liquid latex. Did I say grunge? I meant gore. So the liquid latex, all you really need is some tissue paper and a sponge that you don't really care about. So you really want to work quickly with this because it does dry rather quick. So I'm using about 2 to 3 pieces of tissue paper, and you want to make sure that the edges are not neat, because you want to give the illusion of that being your ripped flush. So you definitely want the edges to be what's the word I'm looking for? Rigid? Yeah, rigid. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of foundation just so it blends a little bit more. Now, this part you guys have to be extra careful with, because you do need to put a sharp object towards your neck, and you do not want to cut yourself, because then you'll have a real open flesh wound and not a fake one, and we don't want that. So take your time with this. I'm using a pair of tweezers only because I didn't feel completely comfortable using scissors that close to my neck just yet. I do use them in a second. And then to just make the wound bigger, I'm using my fingers to kind of just open it up and separate it to give the illusion of it being a real. That's so gross. I'm so that is so gross, but this is what it takes to get a fake wound. So as you can see, I'm mostly using my fingers, my hands, and my tweezers, but now I'm going to go in with a pair of scissors that I use to cut my eyelashes, and I'm just going to cut it up with a little bit more. Now I am going to use, again, a combination of red, purple, and brown for around the wound area to give it that bruised and irritated effect. And I'm just brushing that on with a an eyeshadow brush that I have laying around that I don't really use. I don't like to use tools that I use on a daily for this kind of makeup because it's just messy, but yeah. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is oh my god, what's the name of this? Scabby blood. And it's pretty much just a thicker formula that just sticks to your wound, and then in like about 5 minutes it'll turn into like an actual scab. So it's disgusting. I love it. And I'm just using a spatula that I also picked up at the Halloween store. I picked up like this little kit that was like $7 that you comes really in handy. It has like a spatula and it has like sponges and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm right now filling in my wound with this blood. And you can be as messy as you want with this, you guys. This is like the only time that you can get away with looking absolutely crazy is on Halloween. So go for it. Now I'm just going ahead and using vampire blood, which is a more liquid based blood, and I'm just putting that all around the wound, just kind of lightly feathering it all around to just make the wound look a little bit more realistic. And now I'm just having fun with the blood. I don't know why, for some reason I have been obsessed with just open wounds and like zombies this Halloween. It's so weird because I've never been into it, but I don't know what's been going on with me lately, but yeah. So now I'm kind of just messing around with the blood, and for the lips I am using this pink lip liner. I don't know the exact name, but I will list it down below. And I want to give myself some neon pink lips. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys know exactly what kind of look this is. And this is Candy Yum Yum by MAC. I don't know if it's still available, but yeah. But Pink Velvet from Lime Crime is just as good. So that's what we're doing for the lips. So I think this was my quickest tutorial ever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Stay tuned for more Halloween looks. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.